Today, we are going to talk about the Barnyard Bundle, and I am super excited to show you some projects with it. And I think what we'll do is, because I just want to get started, I'm going to go ahead and flip the camera here. So let's get you down onto the stamping surface. And you're only seeing this much of it, but if you saw my table now, there is stuff everywhere. Hopefully I can find all the parts and pieces I need as I get to them. Like I said, we are going to use the Barnyard Bundle today. This is in the Occasions catalog. I have to be totally honest with you guys. When I first saw this, I thought, no way, Jose. You know me, I am the quick and easy stamper. I like to make everything simple, and if it's not simple, I don't do it myself. And I thought, oh my gosh, this is going to be way too putsy. Look at all these pieces, these dies. What the heck am I going to do with all these pieces? It's going to be putsy, putsy, putsy. But I got brave and I ordered it because I thought it was kind of cute. And I have had an absolute blast with this. It is not hard, which is probably why I'm doing it on Facebook Live. We'll see if I could put it together like I want to today. But it really isn't hard, and it's fun. It's really fun to play with, and I think it's really fun to send cards off. I haven't been on the other side. No one has sent me any yet. I've sent a few to some friends, and I'm just thinking how fun to get something in the mail that moves. Okay. And I wanted to show you two different cards using the Barnyard Bundle. And like I said, it's fun and it's easy. And I hope that when I show you these two cards, you'll realize how easy it is. And if it's been one of those sets that's been scary to you, maybe you'll change your mind. Because I think you might like it. I did do a bunch of the cutting ahead of time because I didn't want to bore you as I played around with the big shot. Marcia is here. Hello, Marcia. Tell ya, I think of you when I see those little piggies all the time. So, and they're good thoughts. But what I have here is a piece of 4¼ by 5½, just normal card front size. When you're doing this barnyard, see now I got barn door card, you need a piece like this that is going to kind of be your base to put everything on and slide it. And then this will attach to a card front. Now you'll notice on this one, and I think you can see here, I did cut it here 4 by 5¼ so it's a little bit smaller, and then you can see, here's the card base that's on. This one I'm going to try, and I have not done this yet. This is full card front size, so when I go ahead and I put this on my card front, I don't want to see that border, like you would see like so. So hopefully it'll work. So like I said, when you're doing the barn door, you need a piece that's going to be your base, and then you're going to use this die to cut out these two slits. So all I did was I laid it, I can't even talk. I balled it to center it on here, little smidgen to the bottom, or a little bit lower than the top, so we have room up here for our bars. And then you run it through the big shot. You can see here's the two pieces that popped out of there. Now, because I'm using the wood textures piece of DSP, I did glue it onto a piece of cardstock first. Glued them together, and then when I cut this, it cut all the way through that, because the DSP on its own just isn't thick enough to be able to hold this slider that we're going to create for this door to go back and forth. So you want to just get it a little bit thicker that way. So after you've cut this out, we can set that aside. And then the next thing you're going to do is stamp your door. Okay, we've got, in our stamps, and again, I did some of this ahead of time, just, you guys know how to stamp. I don't have to show you that. Stamp it on scrap paper. And then there is a die, same thing, cuts that out perfectly. This is why we have so many dies in this piece. And this is going to be your door that goes back and forth. Now, inside here, you can, kind of do whatever you want. Here, I just have a piece of shimmery white, that we have the two different images. So when we go ahead and slide this, and this one, we just put circles on each side of the door. So options, you really can do a lot of different things there. what I'm going to do for this one, and again, I did pre-stamp it for you, is I have a little white piece and I use the bird banter to do a bird on this side that says, a little birdie told me it's your birthday. So it'll start out like so. And then when you slide it over this way, we have another bird that says happy birthday. So we have our little white piece that is going to go right like so. We'll go ahead and adhere that. If you've watched me before, you know this is my favorite adhesive, and some of you guys out there now are going yuck, yuck, yuck. I have converted some people though. I love this adhesive. It's what I use almost exclusively, except for when I need specialty things for special reasons. But the key to using this adhesive, and I don't know if it'll show up too good on here, is very little. Okay, it doesn't take much. So as I rub it on here, and I'm going to do another color piece of cardstock later, I think you'll be able to see how much adhesive or how little adhesive actually is on there. And then again, we're going to eyeball in the center here. So, hey guys that are watching live, if you have, I'm trying to watch the screen for comments. So if you have any questions or comments, please go ahead and type them. I'll try to catch them. If I don't, I'll answer them later on. As a reminder, it is March 5th, about 3 o'clock Eastern time is when we're actually doing this live. If you are watching the replay, you'll know it's the replay and not the live broadcast if it's not 3 o'clock Eastern time on March 5th. So again, let me know what you guys are thinking as I go. I need some comments to keep me going so I know that you're out there. Share some love, give me some hearts if you like what we're doing. So that way I know that you're enjoying it. So, okay, so we've got our center done. Here is our barn door, which, like I said, I stamped and cut. So the next thing we're going to do is go ahead and kind of put together our sliding mechanism. When you look at these cards, you can see the rail up here and our little hinges. It's totally decorative. They don't do anything at all. So what we're going to do is create a slider in our little slits. And there's lots of different ways you can do it. I tried playing with a few different ways that some people, I guess, recommended or that they saw. But I really feel that the flat washers work the best. So they're number 6 flat washers. Got this from Home Depot or Lowe's or one of those places. I think it was less than $1 for 75 of them. So they're not expensive at all. And for each card, you actually need 8 of them. So let's grab these. They're little. We'll see. I just got my nails done because they were way too long and I couldn't grab things, and now they're too short and I can't grab things. So I'm thinking I can't win here. The other thing that you really need to make this work the right way are the mini dimensionals. Okay, regular ones are too big. New sheet. So what you're going to do is take a mini dimensional, and I like to use. I have a little tweezers here. I use this tweezers a lot for these little things. But you're going to take a mini dimensional and you are going to stick it in the center of 8. Well, no, I'm sorry, not 8, of 4 of these we're going to start out with. So just put it in the center. We'll grab 4 of these. And we'll stick them on there. Get them on the center the best that you can. Let's see. Hi, Missy and Sandra. We got a few more people tuning in. That makes me happy when I know people are here. Okay, so there's 4 of them with the mini dimensionals on there. And then what we need to do is peel off the other piece of the paper on these, and we are going to stick them to our fingers, but we're going to put them underneath there. And you can see, I don't know, let me try zooming in a little bit there. Let's see if we can do that. So we're going to peel these off. Now you're going to really see where the struggle. Seriously, the hardest part of this card is grabbing all these little tiny pieces and little tiny dimensionals. Okay, so there's 2 of them. Put 2 on the top and then put 2 on the bottom. There's the third one And then here is the fourth one. Okay, so 2 on the top, 2 on the bottom. Okay, don't stick them to the cardstock, just stick them in between. Then, let's see, now that I'm zoomed in, I gotta move you up a little bit here. Oop, that one's stuck where it's not supposed to be. Okay, 2 and 2. Then take your other 4 washers and you're going to place these right on top of that mini dimensional. So there's 1, there's 2, there's 3, and there is number 4. Okay, now if we pick this up, you can see how these slide back and forth. Uh-oh, one fell out. I did not line that one up very good. You really need to make sure, oh, the paper backing wasn't off of it. Well, that's not going to do me a whole lot of good, is it? Help me with these nails. Okay, you know what, we're going to grab another one here that did not want to stick very well. Let's grab, okay, I'm going to move you back out. We're going to grab another mini dimensional. This probably wasn't like the smartest project to do on Facebook Live because there's a lot of little fumbling here. Okay, there's that one. Let's get that right there. Put that one there. Okay, so now we got 2 on the top and 2 on the bottom. Next step is you are going to take another, well, 4 more of these mini dimensionals, and we're going to center them on the top of each one, oops, of these. So you know, our little like sandwich here, we have washer, mini dimensional, washer, mini dimensional. So we'll get that one on here. Okay, now we're gonna peel these off. If you guys struggle peeling these dimensionals off, my other favorite little tool that I have on my table all the time is the piercer. Okay, that will help you peel these off. And then these little pieces of paper, the little dimensional backings, whether it's the big ones or small ones, do you guys get these all over your house? It is, I mean, I find them in the most random places. I think they stick to my shoes. They are on my couch, on my furniture, everywhere I go. They stick to everything. So, random thought there. Okay, we're ready to put our door on here. So take your little washers and we want 2 pushed all the way to the left and then 2 pushed all the way to the right. And then we're going to take our door and we're going, let's see, should we try to zoom in a little bit? Okay, we are going to stick our door over here to the left, and you want to make sure you're covering this edge up. Okay, and since the washers are pushed all the way over to the left, when you set this door down, it's hard to explain, you want to set it just, you know, far enough so that we're hitting those, you know, we're going to stick here to the dimensionals, and we're kind of making sure, eyeballing it the best we can, that we're straight up and down, and just stick it on there. Then we can go ahead, make sure these are both all the way over there, pull our door over this way, and pull it over far enough so we can see our whole message here. Okay, we don't want it to stop right there. We don't want it to go too far. So slide it over again, you know, kind of eyeball, maybe have, you know, that you have a nice little border here so you're not going too far. And then you can just go ahead and stick it over there. And voila, look at that. It is that simple. You can see from the back, here's our 4 little sandwiches. And we're going to slide it back and forth. Now the rest of this really is just decorative, I guess. So in the, let's grab this here. With the framelits that come with this, there are 2 pieces. Let's see, I want to move you back out here. Not like you zoomed in so much because then there. These 2 right here are both hinges, so you get 2 of those, so you can cut out 2 at the same time. Here's your little handle, and then there's this long piece, which is the bar across the top. So I did cut them all out. We'll see if I can find them all. I mean, they're tiny, and that's where, again, I love the little tweezers. So with the door handle, I'm going to just grab it in the center, And I'm going to take my liquid glue and I'm going to put a teeny tiny dot on each end there. Can you see how teeny tiny that is? I know people have that love-hate relationship with this adhesive, but I love it. Teeny tiny. It's not going to goosh out on you because that's what everybody says. It's going to goosh on me. We're going to go ahead and we're just going to stick it down right there. Then we have our little bar. Okay, this was the piece, you know, we cut that out here. That's going to just go across the top. And again, I don't need, let's get this out. See how little? Can you see? I don't know if you can see that. Very little. And when you put this down, you're just going to kind of center it over your slit a little ways up. So we'll glue that one down. And then we have two of the little hinges. And we're going to use our tweezers again. So you guys are all going to have to go out and buy tweezers. Little dab of glue there. Okay. And then, let's see, we're upside down here. This little guy is going to go right there. Try to get him. See how I can kind of move it and get it straight? I think that's one of the reasons I like this adhesive is it slides around a little bit. So you've got that, it's a little forgiving. You got that little cushion there where you can move it around. We'll put this little guy over here. Now remember, like I said at the beginning, Jackie is the super major simple quick and easy stamper. Now is that easy enough for you guys? What do you think? Show me some love, give me some comments. What do you think? But how stinking cute and fun is this? So then to finish off our card, got a hold of okay, I have a card base here. We're going to go ahead and put this on a piece of early espresso. This is going to go on here. Now, you need to remember you do not want to adhere this flat onto that card base because you need room for these little buggers to slide back and forth. So you could use a whole bunch of little dimensionals. What I have found I like the best are the adhesive strips. How many of you even knew these were in the catalog? Okay, they're on the same page as the dimensionals, but they're these long, it's a longer sheet. I think they're like 12 inches long. I cut, hi Martha, I didn't know you were on here. Welcome. I cut it to the length I wanted. What do I have these? Like 4.5. So I just whacked it off. That way when I peel a piece of this off, I know it's the length I want. It's just like a big long dimensional. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put one up here on the top. And then I will take another one and put one down here at the bottom. Now you need to make sure you're staying, you know, plenty of distance away right here so that these can, so they can still continue to move. And you want to make sure it's popped up really good because if this starts sinking down, then those washers are going to get stuck and then all the fun of that sliding door will be lost. So I like to just put 4 on there. Okay, because now, I mean, we're not messing. Uh-oh, that little guy's, that glue wasn't dry anymore. Okay, then all we're going to do is peel these off. And again, this is where the paper piercer, you know, I always laugh. This paper piercer has been in our catalog for quite a while. Years ago, we had paper piercing templates. And so we, you know, use this a lot for that. It's like, okay, we don't have that anymore. You know, why do we have a piercer? So I don't call it a piercer, I call it a poker. It's great for poking all kinds of things. So let's take our card base, line this up so we're straight on there and just stick it down. And so now our card will open up. Our door slides back and forth. I did stamp just a piece here to put on the inside. Since we have this dark card, we need to stick a piece of white inside there so that we have some place to write and our words show up. We'll stick that on there. And look at that. What do you think? Who likes it? Leave me comments. Let me know. We can slide that back, but how stinking fun is that? Like, you know, I said it's endless what we can do with these. Now you could add a wreath You know, here we added a wreath. You can add, there's another wreath. There's the little sign. You know, you can do all kinds of stuff to decorate that up. But we're gonna put this aside because I want to show you another card using the barn door. Like I said, I like to be able to show you different ways to use it so that you get more than just those slider cards. So, Marcia, if you are still there, this card is totally designed with you in mind, this next one. I just have a piece of cardstock here. It is 4.5 by 3.25. Folded it in half to make a mini little card. And we're going to use our little piggies on our mini card here. But a little tip, let's see, let's go ahead and put this aside. I want to show you, I don't know if you watched my Stamping Basics video that talks about different kinds of stamps and some of my little tricks with them. One thing I like to do with stamps, should we zoom in? Hope I don't get you guys like dizzy when I keep doing this, is I will cut pieces off of them sometimes. This image right here, the original image is the pig with, let's see, right here, and it has the words "You Make Me Happy" on there. Well, you know what? Sometimes I just want this cute little pig, but I don't necessarily need the words. So I actually take my scissors and I cut it out. But the cool thing is I can stick it right back there. And this is why I like the clear mount stamps, because you can do this. So I can, you know, just mount that part of it and stamp with it, or it fits back together good, stick it on there, and now I've got the whole image as it was intended to be. So that is, you know, totally up to you. But I just want to show you that. This looks like I kind of mangled this set here. Here, let's get you out. Come on. But I did trim, like this guy, I took the words off of him as well because I like to type him all by himself. So that's just kind of a side note tip from me. So let's do that. Okay, so back to our little mini card here. I already colored this image and I didn't do the other one because I thought I would show you. I am just coloring with my aqua painter. When I need a quick and easy watercolor, that's generally what I do. We'll just pick up some ink on here. This is the shimmery white cardstock. Anytime you're using water, okay, watercoloring of any sort, you want either watercolor paper or the shimmer white. I tend to grab the shimmer white because I like that it's thinner. Okay, watercolor paper is so thick, so to fold it in half to make a little card like I am it'd be pretty thick. So we'll do this little guy, but this will work okay for watercoloring. So we've got powder pink. We'll do that, and then we'll add well, actually I don't even need to add the green on there. I'll show you. Yeah, we do. We need the leaf. So when you're using aqua painter, just kind of scribble on your scrap paper in between colors so you can get the other color. So there's some green, and then we'll do the pink. And we'll do a little flower here. Did you guys notice something on my stamp pads? How I have the names on the inside, and I also have the names here. That way, when my pads are open, whether it's closed that way or open this way, I'm able to know what color I have. So we'll do that. Let's put a little dab of yellow in there. So here's our little piggy mini card. Now, what does this have to do with the barn door? I'm going to show you. So I have already cut out a barn door. So we stamped it, cut it out with the framelit. And then I am going to take my Stampin' Trimmer. Let's do it this way. And the first thing I'm going to do is score a line. Come in here a little bit. We're going to score a line so our door will bend to open. So I'm going to just kind of line it up on the groove there. Use the scoring blade. Okay, I keep them both on here. Scoring blade is the lighter color. Okay, I've got to be careful that I don't cut it. And now you'll be able to see, I can see how it bends. So my door is going to open. Now the next thing I want to do, you know how in some barns they have a window or a cutout? We're going to actually cut out, well, no, I take that back. I lied. That was a different card I was playing with. We're going to cut this so the door opens in two pieces. It kind of reminds me of, was it horses' stalls where you can open part of the door and not the other? So I'm going to just put this in my cutter like so, because I want to cut right along this line. Let's get the scoring one out of there. But I need to make sure I stop at the scoring line. I don't want to cut it off. So one of the cool things about this cutter, if you're not real familiar with it, is, I hate to keep zooming in and out, but I want you to see this. Okay, I think you can. On the cutting blade, there's a little point right here. That is where the cutting blade underneath here actually starts to cut. So I can go, and I know I want to start cutting right here. Okay, hopefully this is making sense. So I know I can lift it up and line it up to where I want it there, and then push it down and cut the rest of the way up. So let's take you back out there. There we go. So you can see now our door has a split in it. So it will, half of it will open and half of it won't. So shouldn't there be like, I didn't have a horse stamp. I figured this would be like the perfect for a horse one. So what we're going to do, go back to our little mini card here. And what I want to do is glue this door onto it so that it's going to open up and just reveal the top part of our piggy. So maybe in this one you'll be able to see, again, how little adhesive I truly use. You see there's the white, and we're going to glue, if I got this the right way, I'm going to glue the bottom down. So see, not much at all. So there's no, when I put this down, it's not going to goosh on me. It has a little sliding factor, so I can slide it around. And then just go ahead and rub it down really good. So there is how our little door opens for that piggy. Like I said, it's a little card. So we've got the piggy on the front. We're going to open it up. There is this little piggy on that side. And you'll see how that finishes off here in a second. So now we need to decorate this. So again, I did go ahead and pre-cut some of the stuff so I wouldn't have to be doing all the big shotting with you guys. So what do you think? Is this stuff easy enough for you guys? Remember, Jackie is the quick and easy stamper, and if Jackie can handle this, I know you guys can. So because this is really two doors, we're going to put a handle up at the top, and then we'll put a handle down at the bottom. Little tiny dabs of adhesive. We'll put one right there. Okay, so there's our door handles. And then one of the images in the stamp set was a this cute little sign. And it also has a framelit. So you stamp it, and then it has the framelit, and this triangle comes out, and it makes the cute little sign we can hang on our door. This would be cute too, like on our first one here. Wouldn't that be cute on there? So we have a sign, but I kind of wanted my words different color. So I stamped it again on scrap paper here in the real red so it would match the color of our door. And I am going to use my scissors and just trim out the hello part. Okay, cut all that red border off of it. Doreen, you're having way too much fun. Well, I'm glad, Doreen, that you can tell, because I am. I tell you, I'm having fun with this set, and it is so out of my character. And so I put a little adhesive on there, and we're going to just glue it right on top. So now we've got our words outlined by the black, like so. And then we'll just take a dimensional, stamp and crack. That's what I call this. Okay, can never have too much stamp and crack. So we'll take our little sign and we'll just hang it on the bottom part of our door. And I think we need, let's put a little bow on there. I'm going to just take some linen thread here, and I'm going to double it so it's a little bit thicker. So and then just go ahead and tie a bow. Whoops. Let's see how my bow tying fingers are going to work here on camera. That's always a struggle. Get our little loops the size we want them. When I make bows, I just kind of keep playing around till it's how I like it. And we'll just trim it off. There is our bow. Easiest way to adhere a bow is with glue dots. So I'm just going to take a glue dot, and I usually just kind of fold it over in half so it's not quite so big. And then I get it stuck all over my fingers. And we'll pick it up onto our little bow, and let's just put it on our sign. So there is our sign on our little mini card with our little door that opens. And when I made this the first time trying to figure out, I thought, you know, doors, especially barn doors, you always see hinges. So I thought we need some little hinges over here. And sometimes I think I'm brilliant. Not really, but I try to think I am. So I cut out a sign, okay, out of black. I'm not even going to use this sign because all I wanted was the little triangle piece. You can see it right here, which is technically waste. But I thought these would make the perfect size hinges. So I could use the sign for something else. So let's take these. And again, we'll use our tweezers and a little smidgen of adhesive. And we'll put, let's see, which way do I need these? No, I want it this way. So we'll stick it onto our door, one up there at the top, and then take the next one, and we'll put a little dab there. But okay, these tiny pieces, this tweezer really helps. Okay, so I think our door is just getting cuter and cuter, but we need to make it into a full-size card. So I just have a normal card base here, some crumb cake, piece of the Wood Textures DSP that I cut same size. We will put our adhesive on there, cover up the front. Let's see, like so. Make sure that's adhered really good. And we're going to take our little mini card here, add some adhesive on the back of that, and we're going to add that onto the front of our card. So this would make a fun guy's card. Do you guys struggle doing mail cards as much as I do? So there's our card, okay? So with our little barn door, so it's going to open. We've got our first little piggy. We open up again, this little piggy. And then for our inside, I took another piece, 4 by 5 1/4. I stamped Hugs and Kisses on this one. So we're using 3 of the piggies. And we'll just, lots of layers going there. Glue this one to the inside. When I use colored cardstock, I always like to put in a white on the inside. Oh, okay. Another reason why I like this adhesive. Okay, I lied. It's not going to come up. Yeah, it is. I put that on so totally crooked. If you get it quick, it will pop back up. And let's try this a little. You know, I think the cardstock's probably cut crooked. We need to come over closer to this edge. There, that's a little better. We're going to stick that one down. Okay. And then I thought these words, loves you, took off from this little piggy. And then we'll go ahead and put loves you in the inside. And hugs and kisses. So wouldn't that be awesome for a guy or a girl? But I thought it was adorable, the piggies and our barn door. So those are our 2 projects that I had to share with you today. I am totally hoping that you guys can see how easy this bundle really is to work with. Even though I know it looks very intimidating, it intimidated me. You know, like I said, if it's not quick and easy, Jackie doesn't do it. So if Jackie can do this, you have to trust that it truly was quick and easy.